Hi everyone, let's paint together this really bright, beautiful 6 inches or 15 centimeters mandala candy. Really need bright colors in our lives, so let's start it. All materials as usual in the description box below this video. We need to find the center of mandala, and I'm linking video with instruction how you can do this, but obviously you can use your own method. So we are finding the center of mandala and making marks straight away. So I will create circles every 1 centimeter, and I'm making marks just from the start. After that, I'm making marks every 15 degrees to make our painting process a little bit easier, especially for the beginner, really important. And as I said, I'm creating circles every 1 centimeter, like that. As I said, all materials in description, and this is our 5 colors, and 3 of them it's custom colors. And this is fluorescent pink and electric pink I will use, plus with this white I'm creating custom colors. And I'm using Streety Drops Pearl White, but if you can find something pink really beautiful, with this will work. Also brushes, I will use small and middle size, but you can choose yourself what you prefer. So first of all, I'm creating this between second and third circle, 1 big dot with our fluorescent pink color. And just from the start you can see how bright it is, so it just immediately my mood jumping, just because it's so bright and beautiful and really sweet, like a candy. So let's move forward. After that, I am playing with our custom color number 3. I'm creating a big dot, like you see on the video, touching the next circle line. And after that, with the smaller tool, but the same color, I'm doing 2 more from both sides. The same custom color number 3. And after that, I'm just walking around with smaller tool like that, going around and towards the center of mandala. Yes, it's so beautiful. Sometimes we just need something brighter in our life, and why we can't create it ourselves. So next one, I wanna use our custom color number 2, and what I'm doing, I'm placing 2 dots like that on the first circle line, as you see on the same line. And I forgot to say, but we are placing these 2 dots and base for our flowers on the same line from opposite side from the center. And as you see, I'm walking around with the same tool and the same custom color number 2. Towards at least once you got enough paint on your tool, but it's just the middle of this, or it's third circle line. So 90 degrees line from this one, so right between this base for the flowers that we just created. And this time I will use my electric pink color, and I'm placing dots between first and second lines, circle lines, as you see on the video, like them from both sides. And after that, we can add dots around with our custom color number 1, the lightest one. Again, all materials in the description box below this video. So we're placing one on the top like that. And after that, walking around again towards the center. You can use the same trick, so making this first dot with bigger tool and with smaller one walking around. But I'm, as you can see, doing this with the same tool. That's why dot's so big. So if you want to make it a little bit smaller, you can use smaller ones. So our custom color number 2, again, one on the top. And you see, as I believe you can see, these two also on the same line. It's 90 degrees between previous ones that we just created, these two new base for flowers. And again with this custom color number 2, 2 dots below this one bigger one, and after that with the same color we are walking around. And you see, I choosing pretty big tools. You can choose smaller ones, and your dots will be smaller, obviously. Really depends how you wanna look at this. And the next one, I'm coming back to this electric pink color that we did base with, and again between lines, circle lines, bigger one. And with the same tool, I'm doing 2 more from both sides. So you can choose smaller tools, bigger tools, really how you want to see this. Choose yourself. And this will definitely, if you are choosing another size of the tool, this will look a little bit different. But I believe I'm doing these tutorials for you guys to inspire you to create something yourself, so you can use this one or experiment a little bit. So moving forward, with middle size brush, I will do small strokes around this first, the darker one, call it this way, to base of flowers. So we are now playing with our strokes. And with our fluorescent pink, you see, I'm starting over there and moving brush around, making really bright 2 strokes. So we are starting below the second from the edge circle and moving brush around. You can press a little bit harder, and this will be these strokes will be wider at the beginning. The next one, you see, I'm starting from the edge, and this is our custom color number 3, and moving around like that, like creating pretty open strokes. And remember, if you are scared to move with strokes too much yet, wait until everything else dry out and you can experiment after that. So with the same color, this is our third custom color, I'm moving and creating the similar way 2 more strokes around, like that, to make it this transition brighter and wider. The next one, I will use our custom color number 2, and again with the same brush, you see I'm making the same way, like open strokes around. And at the end of the stroke, I'm really releasing my brush to not making this too wide strokes at the end, at the center, because we got a lot of dots over there. I will use smaller brush a little bit, and I will create strokes around these flowers, and the custom color number 1. Again, I'm starting from the second from the edge circle line, and I'm walking around. And as you see, I'm trying not to connect the strokes at the beginning. Leave some space between. Careful, don't rush. Your arm should be stable on a table. This way you will be more confident with your movements. So remove all bubbles if you got one with brush or with needle, as I did. And after that we can move around. So next one, our electric pink color, and as you see I'm starting a little bit below with the same brush to make for these two flowers structure a little bit different of petals, like that. And move paint a little bit. If you want to, you can come back until your paint fresh. You can make your strokes a little bit wider, for example. I'm coming back to the middle size brush, and I wanna do the next two strokes as you see below with our custom color number 3, like that, really adding this brightness to our painting, like that, and moving forward. The next one, I want to add small strokes on the top, and with our small brush, with our custom color number 1, first one, just on the top, like that. And this will give us like additional petals and make our flowers a little bit like higher. So we're using the space on the top of these flowers. And middle size brush, again, we are creating really wide, long brushes. And we will use our custom color number 2, like that. I'm starting from the edge and moving around. I'm really careful at the end of the strokes because we don't have at the center too much space, but at the same time I want to add slight lines of different colors that will make our central part of mandala also brighter, like that. Next one, the same brush, removing all bubbles, and our custom color number 3. Again, I'm starting from the edge and moving around. It's really bright one, I like it. And moving around, and the same from this side, like that. And the next one, we are playing between flowers now. So what I'm gonna do, I want to add a little bit brightness. So I'm using Fluorescent pink and moving brush like that around. Again, I'm not going towards the center too much. I'm releasing brush like that. And next one, I will use, I'm coming back to this our first flowers, and I'm using our electric pink color and move like that. From both sides of this flower. If your stroke was too wide, like in this case, I'm moving a little bit on the top of previous one. Again, our marks helping us to see dimensions, sizes, so we kind of can understand if we need marks, how to move our brushes, like that. The next one, let's use our custom color number 3 again, like that. Look at the space between flowers and make it a little bit wider or like thinner if you need. Again, a little bit on the top, like over there. And next one, we got some space. So what I'm gonna do, I wanna make thin strokes but with our bright fluorescent color, fluorescent pink, like that. And the space that left, I will add our custom color number 2. It's a little bit wider over there, so I can come back to this one, but over there it's exactly the size that we need, like that. And we filled our space. So over there I making wider a little bit with our fluorescent pink, our stroke, like that. So look how beautiful, amazing it is. I'm letting everything dry out, but even on this stage it's really already really beautiful. Really beautiful. Everything dry out. I removed marks so you can see how nice it is. This really dark, but in a total looks really nice. I like it, really looks like a candy. And let's add some more details. So I'm using our custom color number 2 and placing over there big dots on the top, the same way as you see on the video, like that. You can come back a couple of times with more and more paint if you need. And with smaller tool, I will use this time our custom color number 1, and I place 3 dots on the top of these dots that we created these 2 flowers, 2 another flowers with more dots around. Let's call it this way, lighter ones but with more dots, like that. Only on these central top ones. As I said, custom color number 1 I'm using for these particular 3 dots, and like that. And after that, let's play a little bit more with our 3D drops. I'm using white one, as I said. All materials in description box below. But if you can find really pink one, will be nice too. So I'm doing 3 as you see on the video, and with thin tool I'm making 2 tails towards the center, but not touching this central one, so they're not mixing together, like that. And I'm using the same 3 drops and creating some more details over there. 3 small dots on the top. With white one, it definitely looks even brighter. And on these ones too. Small one on the top, like that. And also over there, I maybe didn't mention, I make this with electric pin 2 small strokes. And with the tool I'm moving towards the center, like that, between the strokes. Let's play with this space between. So again, I'm adding 2 small strokes with small brush and our fluorescent pink color. I'm not taking too much paint on the brush, just a little bit, and moving like that. Just adding small details and playing with the space. Like that. And the same over there. And after that, again, 3D drops, 2 more dots, and with tool I'm doing again tails, adding a little bit similarity to our pattern. And that's it. Everything ready. Look how beautiful it is. If you like this content, please press like button, subscribe, enjoy your painting, and see you on next video. Bye!